Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Today I'm going to be continuing the Shadow of Your quest. Actually, I haven't even started it yet, so I'll be doing the Shadow of Your quest. And a new quest was added. It's part of an event called Fly High. It involves gliding. I'll show you what I'm talking about. They added it to this. It's a gliding challenge. So I'll be doing that as well. The quest that I'm about to do is actually related to Zhongli, the Shadow of Yore. Before that, though, I'm going to make a wish or two. Let's see, I can make a couple wishes here. And who knows, I might get lucky. We got weapons, of course. Not terribly surprising. I make two more. Yeah. Okay. Not too surprising. All things considered. Okay. Now that I've done that, I am going to continue with this quest here. So let's jump off here and glide all the way over here. Now, as I understand it, there are actually a couple of quests here on this boat, because I decided to look up where the quests are. Side quests are, or whatever. Now, I don't know if they'll trigger when I get over here, but I do know that there are some on this boat. Pick up this luxurious chest. I saw this before. I decided not to get it at the time when I first seen it. Oh boy. Meet Zhongli at the table side. If I can climb up the thing again. Sure, I'll gladly do that. I wish I hadn't jumped off like that. Lee the Ninth. Lee the Ninth. Why does that sound familiar? You sure seem to be out of place. Something or other. You're brought aboard the Pearl Galley. That was about the most unconventional entrance by any visitor has ever made to the Pearl Galley. I'm just here to have a look. Okay, so this lady must give you a quest. Well, you're no different from any other guest in that sense. Everyone comes here just to have a look. Then they like what they see, so they stay a little longer. Before you know it, they can't drag themselves away. Nevertheless, despite the impromptu means by which you arrived here, you are an esteemed guest from afar, and we welcome you as any other. It would simply be bad manners to show you the door after you only just arrived. But we can't let you break the rule, okay? Otherwise, I'm the only one who will have to answer to the boss. What rule? A simple and straightforward rule that guests are only allowed here by invitation. Most who sneak in, despite knowing the rule, are petty criminals with dubious intentions. Don't fret. I'm well aware that you snuck in by accident, blissfully unaware of the rule. You're no criminal. How do you know that, lady? How do you know I didn't sneak in intentionally? I know I came here intentionally. I just wasn't aware of the invitation. But still, how do you know? All guests you see here are by invitation. By the boss's rules, they have the right to invite other guests too. So, if you're planning on dropping in more often, your best bet would be to mingle with the guests and see if you can get them into giving you an invitation letter. Challenge accepted. A smooth operator. I like your style. Okay, I'll be waiting here. Okay. The Ocean Pearl. That's one quest, for sure. Wait a second. Where's Zhongli again? Wow, they got rid of Zhongli. Before I do that, though, I want to see... Is there any way to get up? No? I hate this style of roof. Okay, I'll talk to Luofeng. Ah, a new face on board. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Don't tell me you're a new guest. Well, I can just say it's wonderful to meet you. Whatever it is you do, I can see that you must be at the top of your game. Thanks. So far, I'm just looking for an invitation letter. You didn't sort that part out before coming aboard then? That's... wow. Haha. I've got to hand it to you. You're definitely an outside-the-box kind of thinker. But, forgive me for being frank, but an invitation letter is not the sort of thing one can go around begging for. I, at least, try to be somewhat selective in my choice of invitees. As I'm sure you must be able to understand. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No! Stupid frickin'... Who designs a boat like that? Have a stupid lip there. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to jump up here. Ah, crap. I know that this seems a little bit random, but I want to get up onto that stupid roof. Okay, I'm going to interact with Zhongli now. By accident.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Hi, Zhongli.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around.
Why, thank you.
Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
Wow. Sure, but...
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
No one knows better than him.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Tibet. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
And now Zhongli is saying no.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword? Paimon, why are you silent right now?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree.
Yeah.
Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value.
Yeah. Okay, so I was wrong about him not being the first one to make it, though. As I'm sure he did make it, actually.
Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
No one knows better than him.
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
Because the dude could literally create it whenever he wanted to?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Oh.
It's like you're telling someone else's tale.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Who, me?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I'll pick up that in a second here. Where is that at? I'm still in the middle of the other one. Okay, 21 meters away. Well, I'll do this one very fast. They're over there. Okay. Talk to Lee the Ninth. Ah, what a beautiful wine. It's the best of the best. Haha, oh yes, this is the good stuff. Please, can you give me an invitation letter? Good wine, good pottery, hee, and good company too. All the finest things in life. There's a thought. If you had to pick one, which would it be? Easy choice. It has to be the wine. Ha 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 ha. When the taste of the finest wine doth flow through my own throat, on springs of thoughts deep and divine. Okay, so this guy's ears aren't working. Let's try somebody else. Yeah, he seemed to be lost in his own little world there. I agree, Paimon. I wonder if I can get up there. No, it's like I keep messing it up, but I don't know why. Oh, that's why. There's no need to jump up on that thing then. Okay. I can get up here. Now the question is can I climb up onto this thing? Because if I can climb up onto this thing, no? Maybe climbing up onto this is the way to go? Oh, wow. I did it. Oh, and look. I actually needed to come up here. It wasn't just some random thing that I could do, it's something I needed to do. Go figure. For once, my adventurous spirit paid off. I can't believe I have to say that in a game like this. Look! A treasure chest! It's a miracle! Wow, I'm gonna talk to Luogia. Yeah. That was just about the most unconventional entrance by any visitor any visitor has made the Pearl Galley, but I'm afraid you'll be needing an invitation letter if you wish to stay. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. I wonder if there's anything over here now. You know what? I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Talk to these two people now. Maxim. The Pearl Galley truly is as wonderful as they say. Hey, comrade, help a guy out with an invitation letter? You didn't get one before boarding? And they still haven't kicked you out? That is quite incredible. I'm not helping you get an invitation letter, though. Nuh-uh. Not me. I'm not about to risk getting kicked off when the party's barely started. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's reasonable. Hey, Guan Hong. Life is too short. Any chance I could get you to give me an invitation letter? An invitation letter? From me to you? That's a new one. Get onto the boat, then see if you can find someone to invite you. Sorry though, no can do. I can't go trusting a complete stranger. Okay. Let's see. Queer? I wonder if Mr. Cow will be visiting today. I think it's either Cow, Chow, or Shao. I don't know which. Anyways, I'm gonna just say Cow. Can you sort me out with an invitation letter? I'm afraid you've come to the wrong person. I'm just a lowly attendant. I don't have the right to issue invitations. I must say, though, it's very unusual that you're able to come here without one in the first place. Most people who show up on board uninvited are promptly removed. Were you hoping that somebody on board would issue you with an invitation letter? If so, you've got your work cut out for you. People don't typically dish out invitations to strangers. Tell you what, I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled for any guests who might be willing to help you, but you've got to do something for me in return. My lover's name is Cao Ji. We haven't made a pact. That's next we meet. He will take me away from here. But I have waited and waited, and I still haven't heard anything from him. I also haven't the time to go ashore to look for him. I'm sure he's needed here. I'm needed here on board. Could you deliver a letter to him for me and see how he's faring? Alright. Deal. Great, thank you. I'll be waiting here when you get back. As long as you're quick. Okay. So, I'll talk to Kui Gi. Cough, my throat. Here for the opera, are you? I'm terribly sorry, but I have an awful throat ache. So I probably won't be performing now. Then can I have an invitation letter instead? An invitation letter? You still haven't got yours? I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do to help. I'm not a guest. They just booked me to come and sing here tonight. As soon as my performance is over, I have to leave. But, my throat. I'm guessing my performance will be delayed for a little while. How can I get a hold of an invitation letter? Let me get this straight. You're looking to get somebody on board to issue with an invitation letter? Well, a word of advice then. Forget it. Nobody in this place is going to want to do that for someone they don't know. Sorry to be so blunt about it, but people just won't be willing to take such a risk when it's their own neck on the line. So you're here for a good time, I suppose, though somehow you don't quite look dressed for the occasion. I get it, though. You want to see something new, meet some new people, and so on. Chances like this are few and far between. Well, I can't help you with the invitation letter. I might just have a way of helping you stay on board legitimately. You'll have to do something for me in return, though. My throat is really quite sore right now. I need 3 Genshin flowers to make soothing tea, but I haven't the chance to leave the boat. Can you fetch me 3 Genshin flowers? Yeah, sure. Sure, no problem. Fantastic. As soon as you're back, I'll let you in on my idea. Okay. I brought them. Yep, let me see. Yep, those are the ones. My tutor swore by Kingshin's for a sore throat. Here's hoping it works for me too. Right then, as discussed, I have now added your name to the list of performers in the opera troupe. That should tide you over at least for as long as I'm on board. Now's your chance. Go get that invitation letter while you can. Why are you helping me? You know, I was in your position once, back when I was still a student. Desperate for opportunities to advance myself, show the world what I was capable of. Struggling along all on your own is not a good feeling. I'm only where I am today thanks to my tutor's assistance. And now that I've made it, it's my turn to give a little something back too. Anyways, I'll spare you the rest of my life story. I mentioned to Luogia about putting you on the performers list, and she said she wants to see you. Don't worry, I explained everything. She won't give you any trouble. Okay. Oh, look, a treasure chest. I'll talk to Zhongli now. Or Wan.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right? The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way.
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Is the story that complicated?
Quite so. I don't know where to begin.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
I don't think this guy was on board until just now. The Fatui? Put down your weapons and stay back, otherwise Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
Yeah, that's what all you Fatui say. Thank you, Paimon, for backing me up. The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it.
His voice sounds familiar. Where have I heard his voice?
I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhongli as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
What should we do?
Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Why?
This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Wow, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. but a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Okay. Interesting. So that's the end of the first part of the Shadow of Yor, I think that was. Anyways, it's called South Flore or whatever. Anyways, Vortex's Wake is next, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna do the next part of the Ocean Pearl. Wants me to go talk to her, which she's all the way up there. Of course she's up there. Ah, crap. I wonder if I can make it. Wow, I can make it like that. Well, that helps things. Hello. It seems you still haven't found yourself an invitation letter. Not yet, but I will. You sound just like our boss, ever the optimist. But there's no longer any need. Your efforts so far have already paid off. I heard all about you getting turned down by every guest you spoke to, but I also heard something else too. Queer is quietly asking all the staff on board about which guests they find the easiest to talk to and strike up a report with. Meanwhile, Queegi has just added your name to her list of performers. She stressed that you're a last-minute addition and that I shouldn't be in a hurry to kick you off the boat. But don't you find it amusing? The VIPs are quick to turn you away without a second thought, while it's the regular folk who are happy to lend you a hand. Haha. Make of it what you will, anyway. But anyway, you don't need to worry about getting an invitation letter anymore. The whole thing about sending you around begging for an invitation letter was just a little idea our boss had. In fact, he personally wrote you an invitation letter and handed it to me quite some time ago. But he said only to tell you about it once you had finished dealing with everything else. From here on out, you are free to come and go on the Pearl Galley as you please. Who's the boss? His name is Roran. You may well have met him before. Okay, I've told you everything which I'm able to. You'll be pleased to know that the next time you visit the Pearl Galley, you won't need to take the aerial route. We have a ferryman stationed at the harbor. His name is Ping Hai. He takes people between the Pearl Galley and the shore. Just speak to him whenever you wish to visit. Okay, so he's on the harbor, huh? He is on board at the moment. Let him know if you wish to return to the shore. Okay. Where are you, Ping Hai? Oh, there he is. You just appeared out of nowhere, didn't you? You must be a new guest. If you want to go back to the shore, just say the word. Return to Liyue Harbor. Certainly, this way for the ferry, please. I think I got all the stuff that I could possibly get there. At least I didn't see any other quest while I was out there. I'll go and do the next part of the Ocean Pearl, which requires me to talk to somebody, I think. Let me see. Why did it kick it stopped the quest for some reason. Wait a second. It disappeared. Was that it? The quest can't possibly be done, can it? Let me see something. Can I see what quests I finished? Oh, I'm confused now. I've already unlocked that, okay. How did that... Did it finish while I was out there? I gotta go check the reputation place. I mean, it's not saying that I have something to claim at the reputation. Okay, yeah, it is. So I may as well go there and claim that anyways. That reminds me, I need to do some of the reputation quests too. Where is it? Oh, it's down here. It's in the weirdest spot. It's like, it doesn't feel... Now I think about it, where was that guy located? He was like right here. Yeah, it's like right there. I miss you. Hello there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has some work lined up. I can share the details with you if you're interested. How's my reputation? Oh, I don't know why I read that. It was pointless to read that. Okay. Claim that. Reputation reward. Okay. So, I guess I claim the Ocean Pearl. Yeah, that's done. So I guess I didn't need to do that part about visiting Cao Ji or whatever. Cao Jin. I don't know how... Whoever it was. I didn't need to go see him for the one lady. I guess there were 2 ways to complete that quest, which is a little bit unique. Before I continue with the next part of the other quest, I'm going to actually get started on these requests here. Let's see, Chang Chang. I want to help Daddy make a flower garden. Okay, I need 3 silk flowers. Yeah, I've already done this quest before, so it shouldn't be too hard. Oh. I hate how they force you to do it this way. At least I think it forces you to do it this way. And if it doesn't, then I haven't found a way to not have to do it that way. Okay. I'll worry about it a little bit later. Okay. Fine. Now it's time to go do the first part of this. She is where? All the way over there. May as well just teleport right over to it. Come on. I hate how that happens. It always feels like there's just that one little tiny thing that makes it so that it selects the one thing you don't want to select. Stupid cursor. Whatever. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Okay. I was doing something. Let me see. Where is it? Where is she? There she is. This should be easy to solve. Nice to meet you too. Okay, here's some silk flowers. Huh? Did you see a thing I wrote? That worked better than I thought. So did you already finish gathering the 3 silk flowers? Here they are.
Welcome.
Give...
Please take a seat.
These silk flowers should be the right amount. My garland will be done in no time now. Thank you. Here, these are for you. I know Daddy will just love this pretty garland. Yeah. And then she disappears. I may as well claim my achievement. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wonders of the World. Complete 10 quests. I have to say, increasing our reputation is actually kind of difficult. Okay. Now that I've done that, it is time to continue. I could do the next part of Vortex's, the South Flore quest, Vortex's Wake. But instead, I'm thinking I'm going to actually get started on this. Okay, I'll teleport over to there. The reason why I want to get started on this is because I figure it makes sense to do this, to activate this now if I'm going to be going all over the place, because apparently the challenges are going to be everywhere. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I figure it's worth at least considering, as I'm out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, where is it? It's all the way over here. Look at this. Carrots that are lined up like this. You can't tell me that they're not related to a treasure chest. Maybe I already got it before. It's got so many treasure chests in this game, you never know when you picked up one and when you haven't. There we go. I hate how you have to jump for that last one. Anyways. Well, that's interesting. Standing right next to one of those, huh? Oh, it must be part of the challenge. Okay. Hey, Hughes. Yes, this place is good. It's a good spot for takeoff. Takeoff from where? From a suitable location, of course. Oh, hello, traveler. Nice to meet you. I'm Hughes, an adventurer. Well, I say that, but I've honestly spent more time researching ways to use my wind glider than I have at the guild. Ways to use your wind glider? Indeed, it's a real science, it is. Some who put a pair of wind gliders can soar with the birds, but others, well, they don't get very far. Ultimately, it has to do with individual differences in one's grasp on various gliding techniques. The best way to refine one's technique, to wit, is via practice drills. Traveler, you have a wind glider too, right? I've just discovered a most excellent spot from which one can utilize wind gliders. So, how about it? Would you like to spread your wings and soar? I'll do that. And it has like a little symbol of a bird. Great, just let me mark it on your map. Activate mechanism and start gliding challenge. During gliding challenges... That guy's weird. During gliding challenges, you can use the Ascend skill while in flight. Using the skill will cause you to fly a certain distance upwards. During gliding challenges, you can collect particles in the air to charge up their sprint ability. Once this ability charges fully, you may use the sprint ability to hurl yourself forward through the air. You can store up to a maximum...
Opening an inn here was the worst idea ever.
To a maximum of 2 full sprint charges at once. Okay. Interesting. That guy kept talking. Collect 5 insignias. I have 3 minutes to collect 5 insignias. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. I kind of hate these quests in a way. I mean, gliding challenges like this in a way, because I've never done this before, obviously. But I can tell I'm going to hate it just based off of this alone. And the reason why is because it's never accurate. The little paths that they have you take are never accurate. It's like, how am I supposed to appreciate this when you're not giving me accurate pathing? Okay. I only need to collect 2 more, right? Yeah, 2 more of these coins. There we go. Challenge completed. Okay. I don't know what that means. Is that a good score or a bad score? Doesn't seem like a very good score. I'll do that a little later. I don't know if there's any additional things with regards to that. Let me see what this is saying. Okay. Interesting. Let me see what this is saying. Earn a gold insignia during the first day gliding challenge. Okay. Oh, I got a gold insignia then. Interesting. So somehow I did really well? I didn't think I did very well at all in that challenge, but okay. I'll accept it. I'll be confused as I accept it, but I'll accept it. Okay. Now that I've done that, at least one of those, I'm going to do the Vortex's Wake. Next part of the Vortex's Wake. But before that, I'm going to collect a couple more of these Lotus heads here. I wonder why it's still showing that. Am I supposed to claim a reward somehow? It's like it's trying to get me to claim a reward, but if you look in the upper right hand corner, the little compass symbol, it's acting like quest details. Okay. I can claim this. Okay. So claim reward. I don't know what else to... Okay, I can claim these as well. So the idea is that as long as you get a high score, you can claim that, and I still have 13 hours and 58 minutes until the next one unlocks. Okay. Interesting. I imagine that they'll get harder as time goes on. Those could become kind of annoying if you're not careful. I have a feeling that the very first one is meant to be a little bit easier for you. Whereas, like, the next one is probably where it's going to start getting more strict. I imagine by the third one it'll be unreasonably difficult. And everything after that point will probably require perfection. Just like absolute perfection. That's my guess. Based on the difficulty spikes in this game. Because they haven't been very good at balancing difficulty. Huh.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Yeah, his voice is definitely familiar. Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand. Paimon's voice is also completely mute. I don't understand what's going on there.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Why are you in such a bad mood, Climate? Or whatever your name is.
Guyun Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the Vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons? I thought you knew that, Paimon.
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyun Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
It was that giant sea creature thing.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyun Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich? I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life.
Sure. Sure, I believe you.
Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Uh-huh, you would.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here.
Okay.
The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Oh look, a treasure chest I somehow didn't get before. I wonder if I can, for whatever reason they decided to make it so that it would be a pain in the butt for me. I'm gonna have to go the long way around. Before that, I'm gonna get some stuff, some magic crystal chunks and normal crystal chunks. Because why not? I didn't even know that there was a thing over here. Now that I know this, I'll probably use this as a place to get these as well. Still don't know what the magic crystal chunks do though. They probably don't do anything too useful because they're fairly common. But I know that they're a new type of material that were patched in after the fact. Now I have to worry about these stupid ice guys. They're the only ones I'm worried about here. Okay, maybe not the only. And that's because these fire guys and the electric guys together. What the? Okay, next thing to take care of is this guy. Or this guy. I don't like archers. There's just something about them that... Whatever. At least this guy is about to go down. I didn't even have to fight these guys. I just chose to. Probably because I didn't want to get shot at, but really, I ended up getting shot at anyways. I should have fought the next group of enemies, because they're guarding the treasure chest, but I don't know if I need to or not. It's possible that I need to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to. Yep. Well, at least they're easy enough to get rid of. Unless my character completely whiffs all of his attacks there. Okay, here's another archer. Okay, I call shenanigans on that. That enemy should not have been able to hit me that easily. Whatever. He's about to go down anyways. go.
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Yeah, sure. What the? Now that I've done that, time to go over here. Am I gonna have to fight another group of enemies? I may as well heal up while I have the chance. Okay, there's the next one. Of course. Come on. Sometimes a way that works is very irritating. I just don't want to be interrupted by the ice guys. Okay, investigate. Crude sack. I mean, I could ignore a lot of these enemies and just go straight for the objectives.
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. The hydromimic monsters. I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Well, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting to find these guys here. I hate these guys. Oh no. Get away, get away, get away! Of course. Of course. I hate these guys so much.
Disappear!
Wow, just wow.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
There's just something about this particular type of enemy that is not fun to fight. And even more so when the game is being ridiculous and basically allowing them to deal massive amounts of damage. Like, they're dealing thousands of points of damage per hit. And a lot of it's hard to dodge. And then that happens. That's totally fair. I hate how I'll be facing one way, and the game will just like go, no, you are not facing that way, you are facing the way we want to face. It's like, okay, but I wasn't facing that way. Hopefully this is the last group of them. If there's another one with those stupid hawks, then I may be in trouble. There we go.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Okay. Before that, though, do that. Heal up at least a little bit. Collect this too on the way. I was hoping to get them. I'm gonna get these before I talk to them. Like that, like that. I think I've got enough now. Okay, there we go. talk to Climate.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
Wow, this guy's a jerk.
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Stop arguing. What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
It is a bit strange.
And you? You kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
Oh, this guy's just lovely. So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
No, you're trying to collect the strength of the gods. No, you're trying to get rich off archaeology. I'll choose the top option.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Saltarai. Huh. I'll talk to him very, very fast.
Ugh! You're simply a money grubber!
And what are you, then? All you think about is digging up valuable relics every day.
They're still arguing. Let's not bother them. Will they say anything?
Ugh! You're simply...
Okay.
And what are you...
Okay, they don't say anything different. Okay. Now I've done that. There is a... what do you call it? Nearby. All the way up there. So I may as well do that very fast. I missed the star conch. Oh well. I'm not gonna run back for it. Okay, it's one of those kind of challenges where you step on the plate and... I'm gonna ignore that creature. Okay, next one. And next one. what you gotta do is you gotta defeat these enemies, and it adds time to your little clock there. I've done this kind of thing before. I don't know if I've ever done it on camera though. This last one requires you to defeat this guy, obviously. Wasn't too difficult. There we go.
La la la! Ha, ha, ha! Let the show begin!
Okay, now that I've done that, I need to do the next part of this quest, which is all the way up there. I was wondering what that was. Before I do that though, I'm gonna actually heal up. I don't like being half dead. It's a little bit annoying. On a side note, I can now do the Tree Who Stands Alone quest. I figured out what was wrong with that. I imagine people don't remember which one that is. It's in my thing here. In fact, you know what? I'll do that next. It's been a while since I actually tried to do it. I'll do the story quest after this, but I'm going to do this one very fast because it irritated me at the time. I couldn't figure out what was going on. First of all, where's the billboard? Okay, there's the billboard. So, what they wanted you to do was go into the house that's opposite of the billboard and look at the lost notes. I didn't know that there was anything in here, so I ignored it. The tree who stands alone has no forest to call his home, but the sturdy rock has a heart of gold. Unite and you shall share in its blessings. This fortune hereby made known unto you, I say, honor the will of your father. Look for a will. And then it actually gives me stuff to look for. Jeesh. I was really irritated when I tried to do this before. Wait, no. Is that it right there? No. Maybe it's... Where could it be? Oh, it's inside this cave. Probably. Even if it isn't, I still benefited from entering anyways. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Humph. Lousy older brothers. All they care about is taking the best finds for themselves. And Dad's losing in his old age. Either completely oblivious or just happy to turn a blind eye. I don't think they've realized yet that the treasure's in that mine. I've gotten my hands on it and then get as far away from here as possible. I've got to get my hands on it, rather. Okay. Let me see. 153 is the closest. Hopefully, I won't have to fight enemies to get to it. Sometimes enemies, yeah, I do. Sometimes enemies can slow down the process because of how much of damage sponges they are. What the? So, I was looking for a tree because of the name of the quest and the fact that the guy kept talking about red autumn leaves or whatever. So I wasn't thinking, oh, look inside a house. Not to mention that at the time, I thought that you couldn't enter the houses because I tried to enter some of them and you couldn't enter them, from what I could tell. I'm gonna claim this. I can always use more Noctilucous Jade. Isn't it in here? Somewhere? Where could it be? Oh, there it is. Oh no, what did I do to deserve this? I finally managed to slip away while they weren't watching so that I could be the first to get to the mine and find the treasure. But where did all these monsters come from? I'm done for. Well, that is interesting. I mean, I know I got this quest from a ghost, so it's not too surprising that there are other ghosts. What the? Come on, let me... hopefully it isn't too hard to get to wherever I'm supposed to go. Wait a second. Do I have to enter this? No, but I do want to collect that. What the? Can I break this or something? No? It looked like you could break that for a second. Anyways. I'm gonna try to go down there. I think it wants me to go down. Can't break that. Well, this is interesting. Nah, it's definitely telling me I have to go inside somewhere. There we are. There we go. Right. The height difference is what gave it away. Surprisingly. I wonder what is damaging the enemy out there. Oh, it's the fire. Come on, let me collect it, thank you. Very weird how you have to collect those sometimes. Get rid of that one. What the? Well, that's surprising. These enemies, man. They're the most annoying type of slime. Not the hardest, just the most annoying. Sometimes I wish that they gave you tools dedicated to breaking this stuff. Whatever. Cool. There we go. Hee hee hee, the treasure will be mine. My brothers are such morons. They ran off after grasping a couple of lines thinking they'd figured it out. Hee 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 hee. Honor father's will? Bah. There was one line worth reading in that thing, and that was the part about the treasure being in the mine. Speaking of mine, soon it will all be mine. Hee 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 hee. I've got some allergies or something going on right now. My nose is all stuffy. I may have to stop soon. I want to do at least the next part, though. of the other quest. So once I finish this one, that's what I'll do. Okay. I have a feeling it's somewhere, the entrance is somewhere over here. Somewhere. Maybe. Just maybe. I mean, I know that the entrance can't be too far from, yeah, there we are.
Time for retribution!
Try to get rid of those guys. What the? Where? Oh. Try to rely on the auto aim of the official. There we go. Like that. Thankfully that wasn't too big of a deal. Like that. As well as this. I don't know why, but I see all this stuff and I just can't resist collecting it. And all kinds of iron chunks there. It's the Noctilucous Jade in particular that I want to collect. I'll worry about the note there in a second. Okay. Yuan Hong. They've left. They've all left. Yuan King, Yuan Ling, Yuan Ching, you foolish children. You'll have to think a bit more carefully and look harder than you are doing now. Find the treasure. Okay. Before that, do I have to break this wall? No. Well, let's see. It could be up here. Oh, it's near this tree. Okay. That's funny. I thought that this tree might be,
There's no end to this.
Another test subject.
What the?
Free!
Well, that's interesting.
Let the ship go!
Have a taste of this!
Oh, wait.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
So I was gonna say, when I first tried to do this quest, even though I cut it out of the footage, because, you know, it felt like a giant waste of time, this is a tree that I thought I should do or whatever, you know, look at. But when I was trying to look at it, it was outside of the view or the area that I was supposed to explore. So I was like, okay, well that's obviously not it, but now I know for a fact that it is, so dig up. Hey look, it's those guys from earlier! The tree who stands alone has no forest to call his home. Haha, it's true, you can't achieve anything by yourself. The splendid red autumn leaves part ways though there be no breeze. If I could take my brothers and father at their word. The glorious red autumn leaves part ways on a passing breeze. The treasure lost everything all because of treasure. Okay. Trees should blend their roots in shade. For that is where the home is made. Children were supposed to be a family. You seriously thought I hid treasure in the mine? There is treasure, though. Do you still remember the tree we planted together as a family when you were children? I come here every year and put a little something inside, hoping that when you're older, we can dig it out together. And then use it to buy some treats and a bottle of wine. Celebrate together as a family, talk about old times. Oh, children, my dear children. Okay, yeah, so basically, wasn't very much that was put in there. I wish I could read all of what Paimon said, but somebody else can. Via the power of YouTube. I'm gonna heal up very fast. And then I'll teleport over to the next part of the next quest. After I do the next part, then I'm gonna stop because my allergies are really getting to me. Well, that was interesting. There was a bird flying up there. Oh boy. I don't think I had to heal. I don't think I had to heal at all. Oh well. Time to go to, the next part of this quest. A ruin under lock and key. I don't know why I read that as a rock. Maybe it is an allergies. Maybe I'm sick. Who knows? I mean, I do feel a little bit. Oh, great. A rock hide or a lol hide. I don't even know what they're called now. Some special name for them. I remember that, yeah, he's gonna go down, he's gonna follow me into the water. I remember thinking I saw him once and I was like, wow, that guy is... Okay. You gonna dash into the water now? There we go. I wonder, can I collect it though? Yes, I can. Weird. Okay. Do the next part.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt.
Is it related to the god of Salt's people?
I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Okay. Oh, it's all the way over there. Well then, it's a good thing I had that one guy, basically drown himself. One enemy. That way I don't have to fight it. Okay. Just gotta make my way over here.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Okay. There we go. Go to the second contraption.
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
Okay, I'm gonna... Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I've got a whole army of them. Come on, man. There we go. Eesh. I hate how they form ice like that in the water. It means I can't get them to drown, you know? Whatever happens to them when they fall into the water. Okay. Now that I've done that, gotta go to the second mechanism.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
Huh.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, Even one sliver of peace was a luxury, and that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingse in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Huh. Okay, before solving any puzzles, I've got to go get this. I can't believe I missed out on the loot over here. Oh, that's the one time I'm actually thankful for the ice platforms. Made it a little bit easier. Okay. Now I've got to defeat these guys first.
Right.
So I've got to do southeast, west, and north. That is the general idea, I think. And they're all electric elements, from what I can see. I just gotta locate all 4 of them very fast. Okay, there's one. Oh, look at that. Just destroy the vines on that. Okay. There's 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this is south. Gotta activate this one first. This is east. West, and of course, north. Go to the site of the broken seal.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Ready, steady, go!
heal up
Let's
on
dance!
that. Okay. I'm gonna try to... Okay, I wasn't sure if I had enough stamina or not. I was afraid to swim over there because you never know if you get drowned that way. I'm surprised those enemies didn't see me. That's pretty neat. I wonder if they'll ever add in the ability to actually swim down, like underneath the water.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
I won't take any either. Hey, don't pass an opportunity up like this so easily.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
Okay, then you don't have to come along, Grouchy.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Good grief. Couple of...
Well then, If the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this! Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
Audacity? Dude. He's helping you for free.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Okay. Well, I will be doing the next part of this quest after all, as I'm curious to know what's gonna happen. What's going on here? Collect the violet grass, can I? Okay. Let go. Thank you. I wasn't sure what's going on down here. It's like there's mist or whatever. Okay, that's what's going on. Oh. Whoa, this is cool. Out of all the things I've seen in the game, this is the thing that makes me go, whoa, this is cool. But I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting an actual dungeon. Like one of those dungeons that they have you go through in order to, what do you call it? Yeah, those very same old dungeons. This is an actual proper dungeon, in a way. I hate these enemies. It's the damage sponge aspect that makes them intolerable, in my opinion. I mean, I know that I should have the ability to deal more damage by now, but it doesn't change the fact that I don't want to have to... I thought I had a fairly decent setup regarding, what do you call it? The amount of damage that I could deal. Maybe I need to upgrade my weapon. Focus on that for once, instead of just my character. What? Come on, let me... Thank you. Okay. It looks like there's stuff all the way back there. I'm gonna collect these because they're kind of rare. I don't want to miss anything. And I don't know why I did that, as it didn't really help at all. Collect this up off the wall because why not? There we go. Hopefully, yeah, it only took 2 swings. What in the? Let me... There we go. Sometimes I hate these enemies. Come on. What in the world? Stupid ice platforms disappearing when I don't want them to. Collect anything over here that I can find. Doesn't seem like there's too much hidden away in here. Other than a bunch of resources, but that's not too surprising. I'm not trying to hit the enemies, I'm trying to break the... You know what? I got a headache because of this. Thank you. Thankfully, I was able to collect that. There we go. A couple more lotus heads over here. Or 3 more. And there are fish in there, but I don't care about the fish. Lotus heads I'm mainly concerned about. Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay. Mysteries and Salt, huh? I don't have a Geo character in my party, which means I should really add one. Yeah, I'll switch out Fischl for her.
Let's make haste.
I haven't used her yet. No, although I can't really use her because I don't have any proper equipment on her. But at the very least, I can use her in case there's like a puzzle that needs to be solved. Hopefully there isn't going to be some like super enemy that requires her to be, you know, high level, high equipment, whatever. And let's see what this dungeon is like. I was actually surprised there because I thought there wasn't going to be oh. Well, it's a unique dungeon on top of everything else. Examine statue. A bizarre looking statue that appears to be made of salt. Interesting.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Duh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Oh wait, I'm actually controlling Zhongli. Why would it tell me I need a... So she's not necessarily an archer per se.
Don't waste my time.
Interesting.
Solidify!
What the? No! No, don't fall! Oh well. It can't be helped. I was wondering, what would happen if that occurred. What the? No, not again! Now I just feel silly. For whatever reason, he teleports. Okay. That's what happened. He seems a little weak. That's not right, is it? How did he seem weak? Then again, I mean, he's not too weak. Okay. I wonder if I can get up there. Probably. I mean, it looks like there's a treasure chest up there somewhere. I can see the blue glow of it. Interesting. I can't get to it now, though. Instead, I've got to climb up this wall, maybe? What the... Don't tell me I need the stupid geo power to be able to do it. Okay, good. You're not gonna let me climb up? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Wait a second. Never mind. Well, that answers several questions that I have. So if that's the case, can I...
Stabilize!
Oh, okay, so that's two different abilities in one. Interesting. Examine the salinized adherent. He is transfixed in an earnest position. No, perhaps he was also afraid?
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this as mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune!
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Okay. I mean, that does seem like it's very useful. I wonder... I guess I'll eventually visit those areas, because it looks like it's going to go around. Okay, now that I've done that... Why would it tell me to...
Stabilize!
I can't see myself. There we go. That was interesting. Oh, I've never encountered one of these guys before. What was that? What in the world? What's going on? Oh, it's this thing. It's dealing damage over time to enemies that are within its range. Whoa, that's cool. And you can make multiples of them too, can't you?
Quake!
Let me see. Huh. Make sure there isn't anything over here. Okay. Before all that though, I'm gonna switch to her and do that. Okay, this requires 2 people. Oh wait.
Quake!
This requires... no. There we go. And that. Okay, cool. That looks like it's going to be useful. Anything, any treasures? Okay. Looks like a sword or something? No, something else.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, The Salt Ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick?
Good grief, how am I not surprised?
And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again. While we're on the topic of useless people...
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Okay.
Pay your dues.
Now this is interesting.
Quake. No escape. Run.
That is a crazy ability. I just have to say. I mean, it's not as overpowered as it could be, but... Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Where is he? So this guy is kind of getting on my nerves now. What in the world is up with that? Hey, he's not a pushover. There we go, finally. I wonder what
will have order.
Still news in the world, it says. Talk to Zhongli and Wanyan.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Oh boy, I foresee Fatui coming to attack me in the future. Some archaeological survey. He can only pretend for so long. I hope you never become as greedy as him, Paimon. I agree. Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things. I wonder about that, Paimon.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Really? I did. What are you talking about?
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Come to think of it, I've never heard you say Rex Lapis. Oh right, now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him. But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Okay. Wait a second. Look at that. There's a treasure chest outside this window here. Can I reach it by...
Quake!
That doesn't help. What? No. Maybe, that's interesting. What? Okay.
Rise!
Wow, I don't know what to say. Maybe I can get to it from... Okay, yeah. Kind of silly that I had so much trouble with that. At least now I know that you can do stuff, weird stuff like that, rather. Can I? No. Ah, that's a little bit annoying. At least it didn't start me over, though.
Let the show begin!
Better heal up a little bit. Heal up with D-Luke first. Okay, that's the blue glow that I saw before. What's this? Oh, cool. Okay.
Rise!
Crap! I did not mean to do that. I realized after I did that I couldn't possibly make the jump anyways, so... Obviously, you're intended to create the little platform.
Rise!
And then to use that to get across, followed by opening up the treasure chest. I hope there are any missable treasure chests in here, because that would suck. Okay. Really?
Crumble! Crumble!
There we go. There's two. I imagine I can get over the wall if I really wanted to.
Rise!
Okay, clearly there's something going on here. Oh, I get it.
Quake!
Yeah, it creates like a little shockwave, so that's why it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to.
Stabilize!
And hopefully this won't be too difficult.
Quake!
Oh, that was funny. May as well get rid of this guy since he's down here now. It just kind of knocked him right off the pedestal there. And now that that guy is dead, this one was knocked off of his pedestal. Pillar, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at that, treasure chest. That just proves that I really should be paying attention to what's going on in this place.
Rise! I will have order!
Oh, that's an overpowered ability, I just have to say. It's just the fact that it guarantees, or at least it seems to guarantee that the enemy is going to be frozen or whatever.
Quake! Crumble!
I will have order.
My goodness. I'm completely shocked by that ability and how useful it is. Okay, before I interact with that, I'm going to collect my treasure chest up here. Somehow. Oh.
Quake!
Somehow I'm going to do it. Of course I can. What? No. What? No. I did not do that, game. There we go. Sometimes the jumping mechanics are a little bit odd in this game. It's like, on the one hand, they can be responsive, and on the other hand, they can be very unresponsive. Or too responsive. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. Looks like a sword.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the God of Salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the God of Salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the God of Salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli?
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit a girl.
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the God of Salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Teyvat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade?
Then this sword.
This sword.
Okay.
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon?
Give me a second. Okay, back.
No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Hey, come back. That was too much for her to take. That was too much for her to take.
It is a punishment after all. I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Okay. Are these statues...
Salt. And betrayal.
Okay. I'm gonna do this very fast. Oh, come on. There we go. May as well jump up to the top of that. Okay, I can't go up any higher. Is there anything up there, though? That's the question. Nothing? Okay. Wait a second. I can examine this. He seems to have been fleeing from something, no doubt suspecting that something terrible was afoot. Yeah, it's not really that big of a surprise at this point. Okay. Same thing being said. I'm not going to examine any more of those. Before I continue on to the next part,
Crumble!
I'm gonna make sure that there isn't anything over here.
Quake!
Okay, clearly that's...
Rise! Crumble!
Nope. Okay, just wondering if I could actually get over there. I'm guessing not. Wonder if there's anything over here, though.
Quake! Rise!
Well, if that had appeared a little bit lower, I might have been able to use it. I have to say that this is far more useful than Aether's geopower.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Okay. Check for treasure chests again. It's interesting how he uses his spear. It looks like a bunch of books here. Talk to Wanyan, it says. I believe it said. Yeah. Let's examine this. Ground zero. No matter what was once here, naught remains but a single flower of salt. Okay. Wanyan.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day.
So whoever that guy is probably killed her because he looks like he's in a striking pose.
The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear.
You may hear a dog panting in the background. I apologize. He's in here with me right now. And he's hyperventilating. Anyways.
Those who could not flee were thus transformed.
Actually, he's not hyperventilating. He's just panting. But he doesn't like being in small rooms like this, but for right now he has to be.
Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes, Zhongli. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
You seem all too familiar with what happened to the God of Salt.
Indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
The people of Liyue will understand that one day.
All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Okay. I have a feeling that this is the end of the quest. But, oh, I just hit Adventure Rank 45. But I will not be leveling up to the next world level because why would I do that to myself? So I thought that we were going to examine these books up here that clearly will tell the truth of everything, but, you know, whatever. Why did I just leave like that? I should have actually teleported out of here. Oh well. I will go to the next spot, and it might be the end. I'm assuming that it'll be the end. But I'm not going to start the next part anyways, even if it's, you know, even if I think it's the end, I'm not going to start the next part because I need to quit. Unfortunately. Let me see. Stupid game is taking forever to... There we go. It's all the way over there, huh? I like how that looks. It looks like a... It looked like a special symbol from far away. I'll teleport to there. That's what I should have done to begin with. I'll make my way over to the... what do you call it? I can't even think of... I will get near where the next quest starts, but I'm not going to actually access it. Oh, it's all the way up there? That makes things a little bit more complicated, doesn't it? Well, I guess I've got a little bit of climbing to do. Thankfully, this acts as kind of like a natural staircase in some ways. You know what? I'm gonna just activate the next part of this because I don't want to have to climb up here again. Oh crap. Gotta wait for this stupid stamina to recover. I don't think I have enough stamina to get to the next part of the climb. How do you get up there? Huh. This isn't good. Maybe I can climb up to this point right here. Yeah. This is quite crazy. There we go. And one more. Yep. I'm gonna just end this quest. I'm pretty sure that this is the end of the quest, and if it isn't, then at least I'll be able to get access to a more reasonable location for the next part. Hi, Zhongli.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
So, what would you like us to do?
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat.
So that's why you wanted us to come with you. Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, This is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison.
Okay.
Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume.
I'm kind of surprised that the Fatui didn't attack.
And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Okay. So that really was the end. I'll talk to him again.
I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
I feel a bit bad for the God of Salt.
We did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
Won't those relics cause Osial to grow in power?
Though the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, they are nothing before Osial. If a day comes when he should recover his strength and return, I believe that even so, he will be defeated once more.
Okay, so basically you're just like, maybe you could use those things, but who cares? Okay, I'm gonna choose the bottom option now, which was like, what are you gonna do now, I believe you said.
I will remain here for a while.
What will you do now?
That is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer, but now... Yes. I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Liyue's past?
Okay. And I believe that is the last one of those, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go all the way over to Mondstadt. And the reason why is because there is actually a side quest there that I'm going to stop near, so that way I can pick it up the next time I play. I guess from this point on I'm going to be doing some side quests until the next major update. Let's see. I didn't do any of the reputation quests after the one with the little girl. Wait a second, where is it? No. First of all, I'm gonna check my achievement. Claim this. But, what? How did I have two of them? Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's interesting. I did that by accident. It was something like have 3 different shields up at the same time. Didn't even know that was possible. I'm gonna increase the time to the time of day just to see where the quest is located. Okay, there she is. So the lady down there. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll be picking that quest up as well as some other quests. I got an idea of where some of the other quests are via, you know, a Google search, so, yep. Bye-bye.